Hello, and today is really good weather. It is early spring, and outside is approximately 20 degrees of Celsius, right? And yesterday it was approximately 30 degrees, and I live in the latitude of New York, as I told in my many previous videos, right? So today the topic is about the meaning of the life when we are living in a digital world, right? And how did it influence to us and our attitude, our feelings. It's kind of bank of the river, and there are plenty wild birds every now and then. So I'm trying to stroll and breathe and sunbathe myself, right? I think it's crucial to get some sun-bathed beams from the sun, and vitamin D, right, is self-creating when you are under the sun. So it's really interesting to how the loneliness, right, changed all the time when we developed, and since the artificial intelligence created and we are using it. For example, if you were abandoned, if you were exhausted a couple decades ago, and it was really big trouble, and if you don't have any friends, it was really the dead end, right? So how could you entertain yourself? Maybe by reading the books and strolling and cycling and visiting the nature and hitchhiking, etc., right? If you're poor, if you cannot to go abroad, go in other countries and other places and other regions, etc., in other towns and cities. But now, if you're also poor, you can be in the internet, right? And it's the whole world. We all have, mostly all of us, maybe 99.99% of us are using the social media websites, and we have lots of friends, right? But it's fiction, it's artificial. But in the same time, it seems that we are not alone, right? We have friends, and our social media are telling us that we have friends, right? And it's kind of ridiculous thing, because as for me, friend, it's kind of sacred, right? It's about someone who love you, who who is totally about you, right? Who is thinking about you, who is communicating with you, who is supporting you, etc., right? But in social media, it's kind of fake friends, isn't it? And searching websites such as Google, etc., helps us. They help us, right? And they also developed since those very decades. For example, since 2005, we still in that time had internet, right? Internet connection, websites, we could chat, right? But it was former epoch, right? In British epoch. It's kind of former, it's not existing. But for nowadays, we have totally different about the internet, right? And the artificial intelligence, as I noticed before in this very episode, right, has appeared, and we can communicate with it. We don't need specifically type the requests, right? Queries, right, in the section of Google, for example, right? But we can have a conversation with our artificial intelligence. And what I noticed when I'm looking for at the pictures which generated and videos made of, right, AI, artificial intelligence, and I'm feeling bad myself, right? It's kind of headache. It's kind of disgusting feelings inside me when I'm observing such videos, right? Not all, but there are plenty of videos which were generated by AI, and they are really, I love them. It's kinda, I don't know why. And I noticed that other people from the internet commented such videos creating by AI, and they told in the comment sections that they are feeling the same feelings, right? They have the same feelings, disgusting and loathing, etc. You cannot be the alone because permanently from wherever you are subscribed in your smartphone or device, you have notifications. Every single moment they are popping up, and with exclaiming, with yell and yelp and other irritating, teasing sounds, and you are not feeling like you're alone, like somebody is watching you, right? Somebody is trying, in quotes, to take care about you by offering some offers, discounts, and other benefits, so-called benefits. In the previous times, in old times, several decades, dozens of years ago, people were connected much more stronger. They had conversations, I think, and more profound, more deep. But nowadays, we can see it, we can stay in place and stuff like that in our smartphone, our gadgets, devices, and do not contact it to other people. And we are all read the same stuff in general. Yeah, we have different visions, point of views, and our hobbies, etc. But I think in terms of news, in terms of social life, we are obtaining, getting the information from the similar sources, so we don't have to communicate anymore as it were in previous years. And I think it's more harder to get acquainted and to get new friends and maybe a relationship with other people, because we are know pretty much now, and our entertaining devices are giving us the more joy, the more entertainment, the more support, the more something than other people, right? And it's really, you just need really big reason to get away out your walls, of your corner, I mean your apartment, flat house, wherever you live, and to abandon, to leave this place for communication, right? Because you don't need the conversations anymore in such a big, enormous, large, huge quantity as it were, right? As it was. But as to me, I was in those times. I am in these times. And I am just floating, right? I'm just like ascending with my ski, with my snowboard on the slopes of the snowy mountains, right? It's kind of trip, and I don't think personally it is interesting, or more interesting. It is would be without AI, internet. I do not think so, but I think there are not really big advantages with all this modern contemporary stuff, right? But the thing is, when we consider, when we are using, when we are tried this new stuff, we cannot refuse about it anymore. Also, we're like the animals in the cage. For example, we have our comfort corner, our comfort place, and all the stuff we need, but in the same time we don't have the real life in such big quantity as it was in the past. Those times are passed by and passing away, and to the end of those times, I think. I'm really curious about your feedback about this very episode. So if you think, if you are have something to say, you can use the comment section below of this episode and comment, share your thoughts. Tell me, what do you think about AI, loneliness in the internet, loneliness in the life? What do you think about relationships and how to manage, how to find maybe your spouse if you don't have, or maybe you are married but you think that life is changing and nobody knows who will be who in the next time, right? In tomorrow, etc. And maybe you will need to get new friends, to get new spouse. Who knows? And how would you manage? How would you handle with it, right? It's really interesting to know. And thank you for watching me this episode, and share your thoughts, hit the like button, and subscribe to my channel. I will be very glad for new so-called friends on my YouTube channel. And bye bye, see you guys.